All right, guys. Happy Halloween, guys. We are about to get started with this live stream. Give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna spam really quick onto some of the Hmong outdoor groups. Okay. Copy paste. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you guys are tuning in from. Make sure to join us in the comment section tonight, guys. We are back at it on a no invite live stream. Okay. Give me like 2 minutes and we are gonna get started. Super excited. We have a really creative, really talented outdoor YouTuber with us tonight. Just did a little green room conversation, and man, it's gonna be a fun night, guys. Happy Halloween! All right, in 1 minute, we are gonna get started, guys. Okay. Um, it's still fairly bright outside, so you guys might not even see my light and my RGB going on. But yeah, man, super excited to be with you guys tonight. Kind of bummed out that my work schedule has changed, and I had to change some dates with some future guests. But we are gonna try to make it happen, make it work for you guys. Okay. Super ready for ice fishing season. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Now, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the page. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are tuning in from YouTube, this is our fourth no invite live stream, guys. No invite live stream is a platform I'm creating to network to get to know some of these awesome, amazing, Hmong outdoor vloggers in the community that are unseen, that are unheard of, that are probably heard of, but you probably don't know about them. You don't know what they go through to make the video, to put it out. You don't know the creativity mind. You don't know um, the struggle, but you see their video and you support them. And like I myself, I do content from Alaska. I want to thank everybody for your continued support. And it's been 3 years going, and hey, it's gonna go for another year, and I hope for more on, guys. Today we have a tonight we have a special guest, okay, out of Wisconsin. As a content creator, myself, I love making content. I love making content because I get to go in my zone. I love recording when I come home. I love cutting clips up, putting it together, telling you guys a story. I love showing you guys my adventure. I love, sharing information. This is based on outdoor. Uh, Admit it or not, like it or not, a lot of Hmong outdoor YouTubers, content creators are really good videographer, are really good editors in the community. They don't blab out saying, "Oh, I'm the best photographer, I'm the best videographer, I'm the best editor." They just humbly do what they do, share it on social media, and you know, uh, hope that everybody see it and support them. And tonight we have a special guest out of Wisconsin. And man, when I first started making video, you guys might hear my son crying. When I first started making video out of Alaska, and telling myself I want to start making some decent content. When I first got into the community of among outdoor YouTubers, one guy sticked out like a really, really, don't want to say sore thumb, but like a really, really thumb up. As a content creator myself, I'm always trying to thrive for like quality video, quality audio, quality content, storytelling. And I'm gonna bring my special guest on tonight. He goes by Outdoor Habits. His content are, man, like like mind blowing, guys. So you guys haven't seen or heard of him, you guys are gonna get to know him by the end of the night, guys. So he has really great outdoor content. He does fishing, he does hunting, he does um music in the in on his spare time too. And man, you guys are gonna get to know him. You guys are gonna see some of his content. We're gonna probably ask him some of his trade secret. But yeah, guys, please join us. Please join us in the live comment to ask us questions too. But yeah, guys, so I'm gonna bring on Outdoor Habits, and yeah, let's get to know this guy, man. Super excited. Hey, John, you're on.
Yeah, I'm on, man. How's it going, dude?
Hey, man, it's going, man. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, dude.
Yeah.
How's Alaska right now? You got a lot of snow right now, dude.
So it did like dust like 3 weeks ago, but yeah, it hasn't been snowing, so we are still waiting, man.
Oh,
How's Wisconsin?
yeah, we got some good amount of snow right now today. So my kids are outside sledding, messing with the snow, snowball fight with the neighbors. So I'm
Oh
excited for the
wow.
snow too, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, man,
yeah.
man. Um, um, thank you for making time for your busy schedule to join us
Absolutely.
tonight, man. Looking forward to talk to you to get to know some of the behind the scenes stuff about your content. I love watching your content, man. Like you have
Thank
some
you.
really great content, man, coming
Thank
out of
you, brother.
Wisconsin,
Thank you,
man.
brother. Yep.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Um, tell us a little bit about outdoor habits.
Yeah. Let's see. My name is John, guys. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm a husband. I'm a dad. Just busy with life, and I wouldn't trade for the world. But at the same time, I love the outdoors, fishing, hunting, and just sharing the experience and being able to share this with you guys. It's like an honor. Like something I wouldn't just take it for granted. So I'm truly blessed. But yeah, I'm just really excited. What was your question, dude? Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Just tell us a little bit about outdoor habits.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah. So I got my first GoPro. My wife got bought me my first GoPro back in 2012, and that was the GoPro 3 Plus. But growing up, I was always like fascinated by like video production, like you said, cutting clips and editing music, making beats. And so that was always like something I enjoyed doing, like arts. I was always fascinated by art and I love the creative side of me where I get to create something, put something together and really get to be me. And like you said, be in your zone and just be you, right? So
Right.
that's what I love most about the outdoors. And at the same time, being able to edit those videos and sharing with people is what I feel good about myself, and I feel like I can like teach someone that might be in the same realm of like things that I enjoy doing.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, then eventually I was like, hey, and then my little brother, he started his channel and he inspired me to do my stuff, and I'm like, oh man, this guy's fired too, like, and then that truly inspired me to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be serious too, like I love this stuff, and so why not, like what's there to lose, there's the only person I'm embarrassing is myself if I don't do it, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then so start bought another GoPro and then start filming. every time I would go out, I was always into the just clicking record. I'm like, oh man, I want to make sure I capture this. And so now, my wife, at the same time, my wife and kids, they inspired me like, hey man, you can do this, John. Like this, dad, this is what you're good at, and this is what you love about it. It seems like you're passionate about the outdoors, you're passionate about fishing, hunting, and you're also passionate about teaching like the young ones. So that's why I was like, yeah, man, like let's do this. So my wife actually came out with the name of Outdoor Habits, and I was like, hey, let's go. Like I like that too. That sounds about right. Sounds like me. And so she's like, that's a good name. So I made the change recently, and I was like, man, this is who I am. I was like, got married, got kids, and then at the same time through the process, I was trying to discover what was really me, and then I was trying to figure out, who I was in a way, and then got to this point where I'm like, hey, this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I'm good at. This is what I can talk about for hours. And so now I'm like, I want to share this with everybody. I want to be able to share with the social media we have now, especially YouTube.
Right.
I was like, dude, this is it, man. Like, I know there's not a lot of people that would go like will film fishing or hunting, and there's a couple, but I was like, man, this is where I belong, and I want to be able to be a part of that, be with part of that community, and really teach the young ones too, and to inspire them that, hey man, you can do this too. Like this, if you love this, I say knock it out, man. Like just be you. So
Right, right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, like your story too, man. I'm a family man. I'm a husband.
Yep.
I
Yep.
I I try my best to split my time with my wife, my
Yep.
kids, and the outdoor, man.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah, me and you, we could probably nerd out all day about this, man.
Yeah,
We have
dude.
a lot of things we like to do, like editing,
Absolutely, man.
music, stuff like that, man. Between fishing, I seen a lot of your videos and I seen a lot of your pictures. Between fishing and hunting, what do you enjoy more?
uh Dude, I'll be honest, man. Like, I have love equally for them. Like, there's not one where I'm like, oh yeah, just straight up fishing, or oh yeah, straight hunting. Like, I'll be honest. Like, when I'm in there, like if I'm fishing or if I'm hunting, like I can honestly say to myself, like, oh, I love them equally. Like, there's no like, oh man, like this is better or this is better. Like, it's the same. I'll be honest, they're equally the same. I
Okay,
cannot like let one go. Like, I would never let both of them go, or I would never like just skip one. Like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to go fishing. Like,
yeah,
if it's just outdoors, I'm like, hey, let's go. I'll tell my brother, I'm like, hey, dude, ice fishing, let's go. Or I'll tell my dad or friends, I'm like, hey, we'll go hunting, let's go. Like, I'm always fired up, dude. Yeah, I'm
man,
never negative about it. Like, because we grew up with that stuff. We grew up, my brothers, my dad, we grew up doing that outdoor stuff like nunje, hey, like hunting, to maluto, na whatever. As long as I'm outside, I feel super comfortable. I feel like I can truly get to be me.
nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. So you have a busy year, then you transition from fishing to hunting to ice
Yeah.
fishing to back
Yep.
to hunting, fishing,
Yep.
man.
Yeah, it's that's how Wisconsin usually
Oh,
is too.
okay.
So like, and it's just something we grew up doing, and not until got older where I'm like, okay, well, I want to do more hunting. I want to actually be more consistent. But growing up, like I've been fishing and hunting since I was 9. So like,
Mm,
even shooting rubber bands at birds and stuff. Like I've been doing that for a while. Fishing at night with my dad since we were kids and with my brothers, and then just being out by the bank, do it, and just fishing with my dad out in the river. So all that stuff, like, just you kind of just learn to love and just realize that, hey, like my dad's teaching all this from back in our country, where back in Laos, where he all the stuff he learned, so like he's teaching all that to us, and then I'm just like, this is really cool. Like, till this day, I'll be honest with you, I still watch a lot of like Mong Yahazhuang. Like, I love watching those
oh,
videos.
man.
Like, I love that stuff. Like they cook the na, or like the tocha.
In the
Yeah,
wild, huh?
yeah, I love that stuff. Like, I'm like, I don't know, I'm like a wow man. I love the outdoors, dude.
Do you feel like when you're, like, in the wild, "Ê, you know go cá đua" that you
Oh,
want to
abs 100%, dude. Like, people were saying talk, like, especially like talk go like talk more hunting, but cook like malu or now or whatever, or
Yeah.
grill fish outside. Man, that stuff is like the bomb. Like, I never wanted to bring home like, oh hey, let me bring it home, and I'm gonna cook it nicely in the kitchen and eat it on the table. Like, I prefer eating with friends and family. I love to like just be out there and enjoy the moment that very moment when you like try something or when you eat that with somebody, like,
Yeah.
dude, it is fire. Like it's like I don't know how to explain it, but and you're like, dang, this is real good.
Yeah, right. That's how you gonna explain
Whatever
it.
it
It's
is,
really good. It must be
Yeah.
the air or the water or the
Yeah.
cloud or something, you
Yeah.
know. But
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
for me too, man. When I'm like outdoor eating or cooking, man, it just tastes so way better, man. Like
Yeah,
cooking it
absolutely,
at
man.
home, man.
I have yet to come try the salmon out there when you guys are catching the
Oh
salmon. I
man, man.
that shit looks so good.
We are so spoiled talking about salmon fishing. We
Yeah,
are so spoiled here. I don't want to say it gets boring, but it's really easy because our run is so strong. Like
yeah,
it's funded by the government. It's funded by the state. The government funds the state, and then they keep these hatcheries funded so well because it brings tourists from other country, state to come, and that's the only way how we make money in Alaska. Because a lot of
yeah.
there's not too much stuff going on in Alaska, you know. And yeah, man.
That's awesome.
The fish that have sea lice, they're still really chrome, man. And yeah, we
Woo!
we are spoiled, brother. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, but yeah,
I
talking about fishing.
yeah.
What kind of fish do you like to fish, man?
Oh,
What's your favorite fish,
that's a
fish
good
to
question.
fish?
That's a real good question. I would say my all-time favorite will always have to be largemouth bass.
Largemouth bass.
When I fell in love, I still remember the day when I fell in love with largemouth bass. Just throwing like a frog or during that summertime, just seeing that explosion, like that's I don't know. I will always have love for like largemouth bass. It's just something that I can go with anybody. And I get real excited all the time, like with the new beginner, with a girl or my wife, or like a little kid, like whatever. Like I get really excited. Like just largemouth. I think it has to be my favorite fish to really fish for.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. So I have to ask you. There's like, people who catch and release, and there are people who catch and cook. Largemouth bass. Which guy are you, man?
Oh, I ate largemouth growing up as a kid, so like
Yeah,
They
man.
they taste there's nothing really special about it. They to me they taste the same as any other fish like a smallmouth bass or a white bass.
Yeah.
But growing as I get older, I learned to appreciate fishing. Right? I learned to appreciate and respect catch and release. Like
Uh huh.
now that I'm a father, that's what I'm trying to teach to my kids and the young anglers, like kids that will come up to me, family members or friend, they'll come up to me in person, like, like fishing, right? And then I'm asking questions about fishing, and now I'm starting to realize like, hey, like I need to like respect the game a little bit better, and like just like maybe learn to teach other how to catch and release, or when it's right, you can do catch and cook, catch and eat, right? So it all depends. I mean, this I'm not saying there's something anything wrong with eating fish or like if you're not releasing, like it's totally up to you, like Yokasa, you can keep, if it's right, like just don't
Right.
go overboard or like disrespect, the game and just be, kind of spoiling everything, So
Right.
it,
Right.
I'm more about now, like just teaching my kids, especially like, hey, just catch and release, enjoy the moment, hey, it's a beautiful God creation. So let's have fun with it and then let it go, or just embrace the experience together while we're catching fish.
Yeah. My I I I started fishing when I was pretty young too, and then
Mhm.
now like as I gotten older and I fish, I kind of want to be more like a outdoor well, what's the correct word? Like preserve it more,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
conservation, or at least
Right, right,
educate and teach them how to properly, harvest properly, fish
right,
and not overdo it.
right. Not overdo it. Yep,
Yeah. So,
absolutely,
the future can still enjoy the outdoor. We
absolutely.
want
Like
kids to do what we were when we were kids too.
absolutely, like, not even just keeping fish, like, I start to teach I'm starting to teach even, like, for example, my kids, like, "Hey, like, don't litter," or, like, "Don't throw trash where you're
Mhm.
fishing," or "Don't just, throw your line or your hook, just throw it any randomly," or, if you see garbage, whatever, or cigarette butts, pick it up, and I even teach my six-year-old right now, like, "Hey, like, you know what happens when you throw a cigarette you see cigarettes buds on the river, on the pond or the lake, that's not healthy for your fish. That makes the
Mhm.
fish sick. So like I try to teach him like the way like to properly like, you know, respect nature. Like go by
Right.
nature. You gotta don't throw your trash or don't just destroy it. Because if you do that, if your friends come tomorrow, they don't get to fish it. Like
Right.
this is not just about releasing the fish, or it's not just about you anymore. You gotta be able to share, right? Share with others. So yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, what kind of camera gear, what kind of equipment do you use when you're outdoor filming?
Oh man, I was a big fan of GoPro. When the GoPro came out, man, I was all about it. And then I was able to save up, and then before I was using like a Panasonic G Lumix camcorder. It's kind of like, yeah, it's like a mirrorless, and I was using it for a little bit, and then I dropped that in the river, and
Oh
then
man.
I finally saved up to get my wife. Yeah, she helped me got the Sony FX3, and I'm a I love Sony products. Like I had Canon, I had Nikon, but I just felt like Sony was it has so much more option, and it
Right.
was to me, my opinion, it was easier to use the Sony, and their menu selection and their little, like the way how they organize their menus, stuff like that. But then the camera, it's so much easier to use now, and the features they have is awesome. The camera I use, it has like a built-in fan, and usually mirrorless cameras, they don't have built-in fan. And so like my thought was that if I want to use it for extreme weather like ice fishing, um, dirty condition like hunting, where I'm bringing it into the woods and it's in the summertime, it's a bunch of bugs and a bunch of dust and debris, then it's perfect for that. I can count on this camera to get me that footage I really want, because I know that it's not gonna fail me because it's not gonna overheat or it's not gonna just turn off on me or whatever. So like I felt like that camera is really heavy duty built for the outdoors. So that's why I even if it's kind of bulky and the way I have set up, it's heavy. I'm like, man, like it's fun carrying this thing into the woods, or it's fun bringing this into the boat because it captures the quality footage I want, and at the same time, it's just reliable. It's kind of like a Toyota. Like I will get a Toyota all the time because you know that you can count on it.
Yeah, I was wondering why your quality was like top notch, man. So you
Yeah.
weren't just using the GoPro like
Oh
majority of the
yeah.
guys, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I switched from GoPro to Insta 360,
Oh
and then
yeah.
I now just switched to this year to the DJI because man, I am now in love with DJI products. 'Cause
Oh,
they
okay.
are yeah they have like quality stuff. Like they care about their stuff, and the quality image and the product they build is like, man, top notch in my opinion right now. It's like it's real good right now. Like the drone, I even got a drone too, and the footage, all of that stuff is amazing, and like the quality that they use to build the parts and stuff like it's like legit. Like I
Yeah,
love
man.
it.
Like, yeah, like definitely, like I said, like you like talking about drone. Yeah, I just picked me up a drone
I
this
saw,
year.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
saw you got the
man,
Mini Pro, man.
I
Those are
love
awesome.
it, man. Like I'm
Yeah.
surprised how far technology has got, dude. Like that
Yep.
sensor is like this big, and
I
damn,
know.
it's some really nice 4K, man.
Yeah, dude, you
Looking
got some
forward to.
awesome footages, man. Go check out your footage. Go tell Alaska. So I was like, whoo, man, if I was there, dude, I would do the same thing. I'll be
Yeah, man.
crying
Like
forever, dude.
I got it towards the end of salmon season, so
Yeah.
majority of my adventures were done with, so I couldn't like get it. But yeah, whenever I have time and whenever I get bored, I go like around town or like the outskirt, like the countryside is only like 10 minutes from town, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
usually go out like 15-20 minutes, and then it's already the wilderness. So yeah,
yeah.
I try to like utilize it for the cost of how much I got it. But yeah, man, I can't wait for next year, and I can't wait to see
Oh, yeah. Same here.
your aerial drone footage too, man.
Yeah, no, I love that drone stuff, like, man. I'm just learning. I'm not real good at it, but when talk about flying drone, you just see that footage on the screen. You're just like, wow, it looks so mesmerized. Like you just
Right,
don't
like
go, you don't go. It's just so fun. Looks pretty, and I can so like add this to my footages and just makes it more a step up. Like makes it really fun to edit and like enjoy, and just makes you want to share with others too.
right,
So
right.
yeah, definitely love the drone, man.
Yeah, yeah. So We're gonna take a look at the comment section. If anybody left a comment, guys, if you guys are watching this live, yeah, leave us a comment. Leave me a comment. Leave John a
Absolutely.
comment. Yeah, and make sure to check out my YouTube channel. Make sure to check out my Facebook page. Also, make sure to check out Outdoor Habit on YouTube and on Facebook, guys. Yeah, do comment where you're from, what you're doing. Happy Halloween. See if anybody's in the comment section. Oh, I forgot to open my
Happy
phone.
Halloween, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Sal? Yeah, that's my guy right there too, man.
No. I don't-
Is that your boy?
no, no, my wife was.
Oh, your wife?
We were done. Yeah, so we got a few guys. Woo woo, happy Halloween to you and John. It's saying Facebook user. I think it's because I don't know. There's an error. There's an error. I've been having an issue, but then yeah. If it doesn't show your name, just comment your name in the comment section.
That was actually me. In the beginning, I was asking what time is it in
Oh, okay,
Alaska.
okay. Yeah, what time is it in Alaska right now?
Yeah,
It's only 3.
3 in the afternoon, eh?
Yeah, 3 p.m. So we
Ah,
are like the last time, from my understanding, the last time in the road. Stan, man, all I want to know is where the market you go to. I can't find it on Google Maps. Don't really know that. Um, what's up, guys? Got another happy Halloween. What's up, guys? And then Sal, what's up, guys? How you been? How you been, man?
I've been good, man. I'm doing good. I don't
it's
know. I don't think you guys have snow in Minnesota yet, right, Sal?
it's lagging, so I went to YouTube. Yeah,
Oh, are you live on YouTube too, or?
yeah. So I have this hooked up to Facebook, YouTube, and I tried doing the option where the guests can also add their social media, but last time we did it, it didn't work. So that's why I didn't
Oh,
give you the option. But maybe in the future, I'll try it again, and
yeah,
also can have you come back on so it can also share on your YouTube too.
absolutely. That's awesome, man.
All right, guys. If you guys are joining us live, please make sure to leave a comment, guys. Ask me a question, ask John a question, man. Today, it is Halloween. Right now um, it's still sunny outside. It's only 3 p.m. in Alaska. What time is it over there right now?
It is currently 6:24 p.m.
Oh, okay. So you got
Yeah,
a 3 hour difference. Huh? So
yeah.
I randomly went to your profile and picked like 5 picture. I'm gonna share the pictures, and I want you to kind of just give us like a little some detail about it.
Yeah.
It's stuff that you love doing outdoor. Like um pretty cool stuff. Just want to get a little bit more backstory to it. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm down, man. Oh yeah. All right. That's actually one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we have a park, like I can literally just walk there, and it's actually a childhood park that I kind of grew up with. So, um, during the summertime, whenever my wife's at work, I will bring my 6-year-old son, my 2-year-old son, and we'll just go there and mess around with the bobbers and the bread, throw it on a hook, and then cast it out there and just watch the bobber go down. And they have a ton of goldfish there. Um, there's actually bigger ones than that one. I caught
Oh
some real
wow.
big one, like the size of like almost like the white bass, huh?
Uh huh.
And different color and the color, the color variation really fascinated my kids, and they love. They're like, oh my god, this thing's cool looking or beautiful, and then look at the long tail or like the spot, and so like just seeing their excitement that gets me excited, and so like my little 6-year-old, he's a character, and he'll be like the guy, let me take the picture, or and then the 2-year-old is like, oh, let me lip it, or I want to throw that one in the bucket, and so it's just fun, man. It's just like a father and son time, and to be honest, these fish, I mean, they fight hard, like on like 2 pound test line with a little bobber and a little hook, hidden inside a piece of bread, like just regular white bread. And when the kids they reel it back in, or like they see me catch one, they're like, all like exhilarated and like super excited and just gets me pumped up. And it just brings back a lot of childhood. Like you're like, oh man, fishing is really this exciting. And the kids, man, they really bring it out. They're like, oh my gosh. And then at the same time, it makes you feel so good as a father, as an angler. You're just like, wow, like I love teaching kids how to fish. I love just enjoying the moment and just fishing. Like it's the goldfish, but they're a fish and they're so fun. They fight good too, so it makes it real fun. Yeah,
Yeah, I see this picture. I'm like, wow, where are you guys catching goldfish? Are these like planted? Are these somebody's pet that they threw and just went
yeah,
crazy and started breeding or
yep.
what?
It's variation. It's we have a lot of public park or public ponds like this where people will throw their pets. I guess I don't know. Like I seen
Yeah.
people throwing like their pets and stuff like goldfish and stuff like that out in the water, even ducks. So that can happen. Also, like um, the way I see it is like where these pond they year every summer we have like ducks or geese. They'll step into this pond, and of course these fish will lay eggs in the algae or in the plantation, and then these ducks will they can transfer this into a different location, and all of a sudden this little pond will have all these goldfish. Because I seen it where at a college where I went, they had like a little pond, never had goldfish, and then one year it was like, oh hey, there's a bunch of little goldfish in here, like just
Mm.
like a ton. They're like maybe they threw a few in there, but they just multiply and got real. It just takes over. And so I think in the summertime too, they die off too because this pond's not deep. So like
Mm.
there's a good chance they die, and then the ducks they'll bring them back in, and then now you have a bunch of goldfish and they grow fast. They're hardy fish. So they maybe they can withstand the cold too, but we don't know. We don't know.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm gonna go to the next one. Okay, next picture.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, tell us
Oh
that
yeah,
one, man.
bro. Oh man, that was probably one of the best like trout fishing I ever had in my life. Because this is in like I want to say like mid no or early November, and here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I live, we have this Milwaukee River that it flows into the Lake Michigan, and I never really fished hardcore for salmon or trout here in Milwaukee until honestly just recently.
Mm.
But we grew up as kids. We did snag salmon, trout like that, which is illegal. But growing up as a kid, we have a river that's right down by my mom's house, and I remember my brothers and my friends, our neighbors, we'll just go down there and mess around with the salmon, trouts, and things like that as kids. But this is a brown trout, and on the Milwaukee River, they here in Wisconsin they stock them. They stock them to kind of control. We have these little fish called alewives. They're kind of like little shiners, and to help control that population, they throw a lot of salmon and trouts like this, like the browns, to kind of help keep that under control. And these guys will come up the river to spawn and then make babies and feed. And so like this day, a lot of guys were throwing a lot of spawn sack, which is like salmon egg, trout eggs, and I didn't have any of that at this time. This is last year,
Mm.
and I was targeting these brown trout, and they fight hard. They're a very fun fish to fish for, and when they come upstream, they're really fun to fish for. And one day, I was like, my brother was throwing jerk bait. He was recommending jerk bait, but I didn't have jerk bait, and so I was like, I had a bunch of plastic with me, and these are all a lot of my bass fishing plastic setups and hooks and stuff like that. So I was like, hey, I have a chatterbait and I have this little plastic I got here. Let me use it. And so I threw it out there, and lo and behold, like these fish were going nuts with this plastic and this chatterbait. So chatterbait is like a little bait that it shakes when you slow retrieve back to you, and it makes this vibration, and it attracts the fish, lateral line. It attracts them. They can sense that stuff. And they grew up, in the Lake Michigan. They grew up eating these ly or shiners or small bait fish, and it just triggered them to bite. And then when these guys smack the chatterbait, dude, they like it feels like they're snagging to like logs or rocks when they bite.
Mm.
Hey, underdog, yeah, man, like you just feel that boom, and you're like, oh crap, and then you're like, oh yeah, no, no, never mind, that's a brown trout. And so they fight hard, especially the buck. So I think this right is a buck. So it's a male brown trout, but they fight. But like my brother said, they almost feels like a smallmouth bass when they bite. When they fight your line, when they fight you, it feels almost like that. And so it's insane. It's a very addicting to fish for these guys. So I can't wait. I'm actually looking forward to go back soon here to target these fish. But yeah, it's like you guys gotta try it, man. If you guys come to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, brown trout is a whole lot of fun during the winter time.
Yeah, I remember seeing the episode. And I was like, damn, that's hella big. Cause
Yeah.
one this size in Alaska, man, it'll be like trophy.
Oh yeah.
We don't really get so there is wild trout, but you know, it's hard. People so the reason why it's hard is people are
Yeah.
secretive about telling you where they catch those fish because those are catch and release. That's like the catch and release community. You know,
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of people they'll have like their secret spot and then they catch it, they take a picture and they release it. So they get huge. They get like
Yeah.
that size huge.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you don't really get the chance of the opportunity because in Alaska there's a lot of wilderness. So like
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah.
majority of our trout they're like this big. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you find one that big, that's talking about like trophy. That could be even like record, you know, just in
Oh, that's awesome,
as in
man.
yeah, if you're lucky enough to find those. But yeah, man, I in the future I hope I get an opportunity to go and catch one like that big, man. Like
Hey, man, just come
yeah.
down Milwaukee. I'll take it, brother.
Yeah, man. Like, man, then when I seen
Uh,
that video, man, I was like, damn, you're having a blast, man.
yeah, the day before, my brother is actually he caught some big ones, and I was on just off jerk baits and hard bait crankbaits, and I was like, "Hey, man, this is like fun. Like, I want to bring like my kids just to get one on because they fight real fun, you know." So like, I'm just like, man, I gotta go back. It's I would definitely recommend it. If you come down Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you're like, "Hey, man, what should I fish for?" Brown trout, or man, they're the fish to fish for. They're
Yeah,
something else, man.
yeah,
And
man.
they're very colorful too. Like they just don't go him.
Yeah,
The color is just sparkling, you know. So like, if you want to eat it too, they're pretty good too. You know,
yeah,
good
man.
meat.
That's 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 probably like if you say like a big fish in Alaska, that's probably on the bigger scale of like salmon. Because um the past couple years, the return has been good, but they've like come back so fast that
Yeah.
they don't grow to like big sizes anymore. So if you catch like a big
Oh,
one, it's rare. It's like salmon, trout, whatever, you know.
yeah, yeah.
Majority of the salmon, they're like 18-inch, 20-inch. You know, you'll be lucky
Okay.
to get something like in the 28. But yeah, if you get like something in the 30, that's like, wow, you got a big one. You know, yeah. When the one you got right there is pretty big, man.
Yeah. Thanks.
Tell us a little bit about this one.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys do. You guys have this in Alaska?
No, we don't. That's why
Uh,
I was like, yeah, what the heck is this?
yeah. This we call it the buffalo. It's family of the carp. So
Oh, okay.
they're they're hardy fish. So they can withstand the cold, and they're just some tough fish. They're like to me I imagine I'll be telling my kids I like these are the sharks, the great white sharks of the river, freshwater rivers. They fight hard. They get real big. I know these cholo, yeah, but we got bigger one. My brother they caught big ones. Growing up, I caught some real big one when I was a kid where their eyeballs like huge, like almost like a little eyeball like a cow.
Oh,
So
wow.
they're big, they're hardy. Sometimes they will bite your jig or your plastic. So they're more they eat more like algae and plant stuff like that. But there's a ton of them. They come in early spring. We have some spot where they're year round because they can withstand that kind of condition. You know,
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, poor quality water they can withstand. It's almost like an Asian carp, but they're just native here, I believe, and they're actually real good meat to eat too. You got well, it's a
Yeah.
lot better no huh. So I ate them before in the past. They're real good. Um, I think they're a little bit better than carp, like the common carps. Yung
Yeah.
kai ninyo takes that is not too gamey or fishy. So this one I caught off a little hand tie fly that I think my brother made for me. And out here in the river here in Milwaukee or Wisconsin here, we these guys will come through and they'll breed. And there's a ton of them. You'll snag them a lot because they just scoot up or piled up along the shoreline, and you'll snag them quite a bit. But this one, I think bit the fly or the hook got him to his mouth, and so like I let him go though. I didn't keep him, but they fight real hard. They're like on. I got this guy on like a 5 pound test line with that's my main line, a braided line, 5 pound. But my leader was like I want to say 6 pound mono. That's how we used to rig up or set up out here in the river here to catch the walleye. Because Tonoma Lucia and big new walleye. So these guys will come through. The white bass will come through, and occasionally you'll catch these guys and sometimes my dad and they'll keep it, but keep because we got some smaller one that's very similar to these guys. We call these guys the buffalo, but we got some that are called a quillback, and they're
Mm.
basically a buffalo too, but they're a little smaller version of these guys, and they're very silver white. And those, I think, in my opinion, taste better than these guys. But we even got like a lot of Hmong folks that will come from Minnesota down to Wisconsin here just to catch these guys that you see in this picture. Because like the whole is a lot of meat, and it's not like a game fishy meat. It's really good. It's at one. So I had it before. Definitely recommend it.
Yeah, it looks like it got a lot of meat, man.
Yeah, a lot of meat, bro.
It
Yeah,
looks really similar to the cart, man. All right, let's look at
yeah.
this.
The fight hard. He's up. Oh, damn. Yo, man, why you gotta put this picture, man?
Man, this picture, man, like we were talking about earlier, man. Like you, yeah, you outdoor filming, huh? Tell us a
Yeah,
little
dude.
bit about it, man.
Yeah, I was carrying all my camera gear because I knew I was gonna travel far. So it's all like plan, like plan in my head basically. And it's all like the will. Like I think just having the will for what you love to do and what you're passionate about. And um there was no question about this stuff. When I'm out there, I will bring my camera, my hunting gear, my fishing gear, my packs, things that I need to make sure that I'm efficient, right? So um, here to me, it's just like I got to make sure I do my best to capture what I want to share with my viewers, and how I'm going to inspire the young ones. And I was like, I was just had the will. I was like, man, I'm gonna go far. I'm gonna go do my thing. I'm gonna go capture what I got. I plan to capture. This is my goal. And heavy or not, light or what, or short distance or long distance, I'm just gonna go all the way. So like, at the same time, I was happy. Like I was excited about it. That very moment, I'm like, I'm not complaining. I have all this gear with me, and it's gonna be fun. Like whatever God throws at me, I'm gonna try my best to enjoy it and bring this giant camera or this heavy load of gears, because we're here you have to walk far. It's almost like 2 miles, and it's all in elevation too. So where we hunt, it's all hill country, so it's very elevated. So you really got to hike up there. It's not just right by your car or the parking lot. You have to make your way over there to really see deer or see what you want to see, and to really capture what's out there. So it was a far walk, but at the same time, I'm like, I tell my wife, I'm like, hey, at least I get to work out. I like to exercise, and I get to record and mess with my camera at the same time. And at the same time, I get to harvest, some deer meat. So who's complaining?
Yeah, your setup looks super dope, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Thank
when I
you.
see this picture, I was like, man, we gotta talk about this, man. Yeah. Look at the next one. Okay.
Oh yeah, man, that's actually a random subscriber I met that day. We that him and his wife took a picture of. Randomly, he was like, "Hey man, I'm from Puerto Rico, and I'm a huge subscriber or huge fan of yours. I watch all your stuff. I'm from Puerto Rico." And so I was like, "Dude, this is freaking awesome!" Like, wow, like I very unexpected. And he's like, "Yeah, I love your stuff, and I'm here to visit for a short amount of time, and I like your stuff." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, I appreciate it." And then till this day, we still keep in touch as friends because he's from Puerto Rico, him, his wife, and he just had a baby girl. And so like, super genuine guy, and just came straight up to me. It's like, "I love your stuff, and you inspire me to fish," right? Because he likes to fish, so he likes to watch my fishing videos, and he'll send me pictures from Puerto Rico where he lives. He'll send pictures of fishing and his outdoor adventures and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, this is so cool. So like, I tell him, like, hey, actually, I'm a big fan of you because I really like watching your videos you send me about your fishing, the things you guys do out in Puerto Rico, and that's beautiful over there. So it just inspired me a lot. Like, not just older subscriber or viewers, but I seen like in public where young ones too, like really young kids that like come up to me like, "Hey, like, you're that guy that does that fishing video on YouTube. It's so cool." And they're like, and then it triggers me to talk to him, inspires me to talk to him. I'm like, "Hey man, yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm grateful that you're talking to me, and I'm glad you enjoy my stuff. Like I feel blessed, because you're learning something from me, and you enjoy the sport of fishing. Like you embrace it, you love it, and I can see that in your eyes, and that inspired me. Like because when I was a kid, I didn't have that brother or that someone to look up to and be like, oh wow, like I'm learning from you, or you're teaching me something that I love doing too, which is fishing or hunting. So I love meeting, in public or in person, subscriber or fans or people that supports me. That's to me, I feel blessed. Yeah,
Yeah, right. One of the thing I enjoy doing as a outdoor YouTuber, as an outdoor content creator, is meeting some of
absolutely.
the,
Yeah,
the followers and the
yeah.
people who actually watch our stuff. Man, like
Hmm.
I'll go to Walmart and somebody will come, "Hey, you're the guy that does YouTube." Huh?" I'm like,
Yo,
"Yeah."
yeah.
What's your cause một của lúc channel one bên mong ở chỗ kia they
Uh huh.
they're like, yeah, I can't pronounce your channel, but I know I seen your video before. I'm like, yeah, so
Yeah,
it's in Hmong, it's Chuakia. Thanks,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
That is one of the things I love the most, man. Running into people who
Yeah.
watch your content, and then also like go out to the wild to go fish, and then
Mhm.
people will come up to me too, like, "Hey, are you filming? I love watching your stuff, man." And it keeps the flame going,
Yeah,
like
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like it also, I learn stuff from them too. Like
yeah.
I'll ask question and they'll tell me, and they're like, yeah, like, can you show me how to do this next time, or are you able to teach us this next time? And I'm like, oh, that yeah, absolutely. Or if I don't have that stuff, I can direct them. I can show them like, hey, you can watch this guy, or you can actually my brother. He comes here and he fish here too, and he got some awesome stuff too. You can definitely learn from him, and he's awesome. If you're into that, check it out, man. Check out his channel. Check this guy out, And so like I'm always about that too. I'm always like, hey, like I know a guy that can do that or can help teach you if you want to learn that stuff or you're fascinated about that stuff or you want to watch this. I know this guy that can hook you up, man. And so they're like, oh man, that's awesome. Like, please, So like that's just yeah, it's just like an amazing feeling. So
Right, right. Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
one of
yeah,
the things I love about making content, man.
yeah.
I think that's it for the photos. So we are gonna go back into the
Okay.
comment section. All right. You guys might hear some people working on something. uh, you guys might hear some noise. I think they're working on my neighbor's house. All
Well,
right.
I thought you were gonna say my wife is cooking.
No. My wife was cooking. They had to kick her out
Oh,
of the
she
kitchen so that we could start a live stream. Yeah, I'm doing this from my living room. All right.
Oh man,
So
that's great.
on my feed watching you guys at work. Thanks, brother. Uh, is that goldfish from M? No, it's goldfish. Where's it from, John? The
Milwaukee,
goldfish,
Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for joining us tonight, guys. We got a few people joining us tonight.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we
Thank
are
you,
at
guys.
7. It fluctuates. Thank you guys for joining us. It's Halloween. You guys are probably out with the kids. Guys, please
You're
be
trading,
safe.
you know?
Yeah, please be safe. You guys are joining us live. Please make sure to leave a comment. What you guys doing? Where you guys from? Say hello. Say
Yeah,
hi.
yeah, yeah.
Ask a question. Please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to my Facebook page also if you guys are rewatching this. And also make sure to check out my guests, uh, Facebook and YouTube, Outdoor Habit. Okay, guys. John, I got two videos that I pull from your YouTube channel. And yeah, guys, make sure to check out John's YouTube channel too, Outdoor Habit. Um, I'm gonna play about like a minute or two, kind of just narrate, what was going on through your mind. What did you use, when, where, if it's a secret spot, you ain't gotta tell them, but
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. You can tell
yeah,
them.
you can tell me, but but if it's something you can share, definitely share it to the guy, so in the future he'll be successful too. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm right there, man.
Like 3 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, there you go.
Let's go. First fish look at you. All right, guys. We are on. Oh, not bad, not bad. Nice one. All right. First fish of the day.
Stressful. We had a whole school on us. I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
dude.
when is he gonna
Yeah, what was
eat?
going on here, man?
I was like, bro,
Oh man,
First
so I
whitefish of the day.
this is
Not a
ice
big one, not a
fishing
giant.
in
Me and
Green Bay,
David, we switched
Wisconsin.
up
That's like
to
2 hours
deeper
away,
water and
2 hours away
found some
from
good ones now. So I think
Milwaukee.
this one came from a
And
school, right, David?
this is during like the
Off the waxy, off the
November,
drop
December,
shot.
going to
Yeah,
January
I love.
time where none up and on. So winter time here, and around this time I usually get invited by my brother David, and he's also a YouTuber, fishing content creator, and I learned a lot from him, and he's my little brother who's always kind and generous and just always inviting me. So like I'm so blessed to be his brother, and he's always taking me out, and especially during this time, when the whitefish, these are called whitefish, and they live here in the Lake Michigan. So around this time, they come up shallow here to feed, or I think to make babies. I can't remember, but normally to feed. And they eat like gobies. We have like these invasive fish called gobies, round gobies. And so the whitefish are like and then so they come up shallows, and my brother and I will bring the ice fishing shanty, which is like a tent, and ice fishing rods and gears to fish for these guys, and we'll just throw on wax swarm and just jig it on a little jig head, and we'll catch them easy off here, and a lot of Hmong people like nhận cho nó,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
they are one in my opinion one of my favorite fish to eat. Like mojo, like the Hmong traditional way. It tastes so good. It does. It's there's no fishy smell to it. It's like a fresh like soup smell. Almost reminds me a lot of like back in the days when my mom would cook like mushroom soup. It has that kind of like intensity where like it's fresh, or very organic. So I like that a lot about the whitefish. But my brother, he's like my guy. So he's the one here in this video. He's like showing me the ways, and I'm just like I'm the kid, and I feel like I'm like a little kid. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool! Like, what the heck? We're catching all these giant whitefish. So they're small ones, but they're if you get on some real big one where they have like a little humpback on their back and they're just big and bulky, then man, they fight. It's real fun because the trick about these fish is that they're not just they just don't bite and you're like okay yeah got them. They bite so subtle and they're very sneaky, and you really gotta like watch your flasher, or you really gotta you gotta really pay attention. Otherwise, you can slip. You lose them right away. Or if you hook set them too hard, like how I usually do, then you'll miss a lot of them. And so like it's like a very technique specific way of catching them. You really gotta pay attention, be in the zone. You can't just be on your phone or like just talking and expect to catch tons of these fish. Like
Like falling asleep and then your rod start
yeah,
biting.
like I'll be honest, even the goldfish, they don't bite like that. They're not just like go ball and then it bite. Like you really they can bite it and spit it, and then now you think you got it and you set it and you lose it. So these whitefish are very sneaky, but at the same once you get them on, it's so fun. When they come out of that ice hole, man, it's just like it gets your all pumped, and then now you're not cold anymore because the adrenaline's kicking in. You're like, oh my god, it's so exciting! And then at the same time, you're with your loved ones, you're with your friends and family. A lot of time, and Benji, a lot of like meet a lot of friends or
Okay.
friends that we know or other angler buddies, then it makes it really enjoyable because you get to hang out with them, catch fish. A lot of Hmong folks they'll catch and cook, and then you get to enjoy that time with them, have a few beer. So that's what I love about ice fishing. Like it's just like relaxing, but at the same time, it gets you really pumped up, and then you're not cold anymore. Because by Lake Michigan, in Lake Michigan, Lucia no here. So like
Mm.
you ain't cold, it's cold. So if you get a shanty, you'll be okay. So it's I think the scariest part about this when you're fishing with these fish is when if you're new, then when you hear the ice break or the ice shift, I mean, it makes a loud boom, almost like thunder or fireworks, and that's sometimes you're like, oh crap, like I feel like the ice gonna break on me, but it's not. It's just ice shifting or the water just moving, and it's we like to prank our little brother, and then he'll be like, oh my gosh, like we're all gonna die. We got no life jackets. So ice fishing is definitely like one of my favorites to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna ask you if you were excited for ice fishing, but it sounds like
Oh
I already know it's one of
yeah,
your
man.
favorites.
I'm the guy texting my little brother. I'm like, hey David, like so what's hot? Like when we going? He's the one
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I got you, man. I got you. I'll let you know. So like I'm all, every year we excited to go out there and fish with my brothers and them.
What kind of electronic do you got in your arsenal? Do you got flasher, live scope,
Oh,
everything? What?
good brother. No, he just used the flasher, and honestly, I don't. I don't own any like. Well, now I have like a few ice fishing rods,
Mhm.
but I don't own any shanties or like flash or things like that because my brother got like probably like 5 of them.
Oh, okay.
So and when I go, I collaborate with him. I love taking along with him because he makes it real fun too. So like I never try to go by myself, and so I'm always going with someone, especially during this time. I'm like, dude, let's go together. It's so fun. I'll go with my other two brothers, and man, we just have a blast. So that's like I wouldn't just go by myself. I would love to have fun with my brother and them because they make it real fun, dude. Like every type of on, like man, I'm like, hey, can we go? Let's go back like next Friday, you know. So like gotta go with somebody, man.
Yeah, yeah, talking about your brother, yeah, I've been following your brother for a while now
Yeah,
too. Yesterday he finally followed me back.
yeah,
Super
that's
excited.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I seen your videos where you guys collaborate. I also seen some of his stuff too.
yeah,
Um, pretty pretty prominent angler in the Hmong community, also
that's
in the fishing community.
yeah,
I remember seeing him in a commercial, and yeah, I was like, wow, it's Hmong brother in a commercial. Wow, this is
yeah.
like
He's
doing big
awesome.
things.
Yeah, he's the guy that inspired me to keep going, man, to keep enjoying fishing and then just sharing the experience. So yeah, I watch this stuff too. And I'm the guy like asking him questions like, hey man, like how do you put this plastic on? Or like what color should you put on at this lake? So I'm the guy always texting him like, dude, like how do you do it? You know, because he's more experienced and then he's just like he's always out there grinding every day. So
Yeah.
he's a hard worker. So that's why I'm like, yo, like dude, let's go fishing together, or your stuff is awesome, or how did you do it? You know, so he's like a mentor to me, absolutely about
Yeah,
fishing. Yeah,
and stuff like that inspires, like, me and others saying that,
right.
"Oh, bây giờ cái team mong mới cho cô cho lại
Abs-
cho nhau
yeah,
đi ca level in there." And yeah,
yeah,
man, being Hmong,
yeah,
being proud, man.
absolutely, man. I'm with you on that, man.
Let's look at the other video that I got too. And this one's gonna be that I think it's that big trout.
Okay.
These guys, I'm back at the old spot. Finally got a fish for the day. I'm like the only guy out here. There's another guy out on the other side.
Is it that
He's
big
walking
trout?
up to me, but
Yeah, that's big brown trout,
Over
a
here.
buck. They
Yeah.
call it
Yeah,
a bug,
we
and
got
the
a fish,
female they
man.
call it a hen.
fish on. Man, I love fighting the browns. Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Oh,
tell us
that's a
what
nice
was going
brown.
through your mind, how you're feeling, man.
That's a nice brown.
Yo, right here.
It feels
So
good.
I was
Fish on the
catching
line.
like
Oh,
plenty of
goodness.
them, but I let them all
Net.
go. But I was catching a
Net.
ton of them, and
All right.
it's like every cast.
Okay.
I was in this video. I was specifically just using.
I got you.
Here I think here I was using the chatterbait, and they were just like staged like along those
Right inside
logs,
the mouth.
and
That's good.
a lot of guys will
Nice
throw
head.
like eggs or spawn sack or salmon
That's too
eggs and
small.
try to float with a little flow, but
You finally got a
especially
nice fish
a
on.
tough spot where
Man,
there's
I
like
can't even
fallen
net it with
tree
this
or
little
fallen
net.
timber or logs or something like that, then that's where
Where you
they
go?
get pressure, and that's where they will go and hide, especially the big ones. They'll go hide
Come on.
real close or underneath
Get
those
into that.
those
There you
structure,
go.
and
What a nice
the
fish.
only way for me to try to catch
That's a
them
nice
were
fish, dude.
I would
Been
think that
grind,
they will
but
be there. I'll cast it
finally got
there,
a fish on.
and this chatterbait
Such a
is
beautiful
somewhat
fish.
considered weedless.
The
So like,
Milwaukee River produce once again.
so I'll throw that guy, and then man,
That's a
they like
nice-
snatch it real hard. Like you can tell
nice
they come
brown.
real fast, and they'll snatch it, and then we just hook set, and they just fight. They'll just like dart away. So it's like cast to cast at this day.
They're just sitting right by the shore, man. It's crazy.
Man,
So
that
Oh,
was a
man.
beautiful
Oh,
fish,
how they
though.
fight.
yeah, thanks, man.
So
They're
fun.
beautiful fish, man. I'm with it. They
Man,
look
look at that.
amazing. One of the most colorful fish ever, dude.
All right.
And I think this day I dropped my phone too, because I was trying to do like a little real video, but I dropped my phone in the water, try to handle the brown trout carefully because I didn't want to kill it, you know. So
Yeah, man, I've dropped like several phones too fishing now. You
oh
know
my
what I
god,
do?
I
I
dropped
actually,
keys, I dropped my
yeah,
car keys, my phone, my GoPro, my mic, stuff like that, man. Plenty of time.
sometimes I just leave my
It's
phone
worth
in
it.
the car, but it is
Yeah, it's
worth
worth it
it,
though.
man.
It's worth it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. If you guys are joining us live tonight, guys, leave a comment below, guys. Comment where you're from, what you're doing, what you're having for dinner, guys. Happy
Absolutely.
Halloween. If you guys are rewatching this, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please make sure to follow me on Facebook. Also, make sure to subscribe to Outdoor Habit also on Facebook and YouTube. And yeah, we got done looking at two really amazing quality content from his YouTube channel. He has a lot more video, guys. If you guys haven't checked him out yet, please make sure to go check him out, man. Um, I was gonna ask you a similar question to the one earlier, but I'm gonna still ask you again. Fishing or hunting, which one is more challenging to you?
I would have to say hunting on this one
Hunting.
because, um, a lot of times you really had to wake up real early, and that's a lot of time. A lot of people that are in that sport, waking real early is the hardest thing to do.
Mm,
Whether that's winter or summer, or depending on the weather. But um, waking up early is really really challenging, and at the same time, um, you have to really do your homework too. Just like fishing, but you really gotta dive in and be like, okay, well, how am I gonna tackle this spot, or how am I gonna find the animal, and how am I gonna hunt it? Because they're not just like I tell a lot of even myself, they're not just gonna be right by where you park and then say, hey, like come get me. You really gotta find it, just like how you have to find a certain fish. You really want to get that quality, or that size of animal that you really want to look for. You really have to like dig in, and um to a point where you gotta say like to yourself, like, hey man, like I'm not scared, or I'm gonna go do this. I have to do this no matter what. Like if I'm sick, I have a flu, or if I had a nightmare and I gotta go 3 in the morning in the dark, I gotta hike up there by myself, or my partner backed out, I'm still gonna go. That's the most challenging part is um executing, like really put yourself into that location where you know it's gonna happen. And so that's the most challenging part, is just really be there, and like just tell yourself that like, hey, I'm not gonna be scared. I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
right, right.
Yeah.
No one's changing my plan today, guys.
Yeah, yeah. There's no backing out, man. There's no backing out. So that's how I am, man.
Yeah, cool, man. Um, any word of advice to any future content creator, any future outdoor vloggers, any word of advice for them to you know inspire them to get them started?
Yeah, I think that's what inspired me, man. Like, I think that's why I love doing this. I still work full time, at my job. Being a father, husband, things get busy with family. But I think just understanding that there's no, if you're whether you're young or old, there's no perfect balance. There's no balance, like you can't just like say, "Oh, it has to be a balance." There's never gonna be. You never if you're seeking for that balance, it's never gonna be there. You just gotta know that this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do, right? It's like if you have to go to work, or if you have to, go join family event. Life's gonna happen. You just gotta realize that, hey, it is what it is. But now it's up to me if I want to make it happen. Like don't make a lot of excuses. Don't find reasons to say no, or to say, oh, like, okay, well, I'm not gonna do it. So just know that it's gonna pass. Just know that it's just a part of your life, and then it's up to you if you want to make it happen. So like if you whether if it's not, it doesn't have to be YouTube, it doesn't have to be social media content creating, it could be, I don't know, whatever you're really good at, sports or whatever. Just know that it's a part of the process. It's gonna be something that it's gonna help build you, or if you find it within yourself, then it is what it is. You can't be like, oh, like, well, I can't do it because they say I can't do it, or I have this going on, or say, these people are saying, it's never gonna happen. Like, don't listen to all those negative talk, or negative self talk. Like even yourself. Don't doubt yourself, and have hope. Find a way, and if you don't, just keep trying. You only learn by the errors. So like it's just like fishing. This doesn't work, try this. This doesn't work today, try it tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow. If you show up late today, try to show up early tomorrow. So don't give up. just keep doing it. If you find yourself enjoying it and you're passionate about it, and you can honestly say, hey, like, hey man, like I love this stuff. Like fishing is fun, or hunting is fun, or I don't know, just even going outdoors and just picking mushroom is fun. Like
Right.
do it. Like share the experience. Like if you learn something, share it. Because guess what? Along the way, I might want to learn too, or somebody might want to learn, or just a young one, or your kids, or the young viewers. They're gonna say, hey, like this guy, he's doing it and it looks so fun, and I can do this too, or I can even make it better, and then that inspired them. So I think for me, it's all about inspiring the young ones, and that's what really it fuels me. Like that's what fuels me, is to keep doing this, because it's not because I just bored, I got nothing to do. It's actually because viewers like the young guys, and like you guys, within the Hmong community, like that, really watching you guys videos, my brothers and them, it truly inspired me to be like, hey, John, you could be something too, man. Like you can learn something and then teach it to others. And it at the end of the day, I start to, as I get older and I have kids, I start to realize that making these YouTube videos, I start to realize that it's not about me anymore. It's about sharing your experience, and teaching others that, hey, like this is how you do it. You can do it too. And like I'm nobody special. I'm not no pro or expert. I'm not claiming to be anything special. I just want to be able to hear this, share with you, whoever you are, wherever you are. Like I just want you to learn with me too. Like I'm here to learn too. You know.
Yes, sir. And like I have to say, you do inspire me, man.
No, no. Hey, you
Yeah,
inspire me too by
yeah,
saying,
like
man, you inspire me too, man. Like I follow you every day, so I see your stuff every day, man. I love it. Your
like our
family and stuff like that, I love it, man.
yeah, like our
Yeah.
little green room conversation. Like, man, like when I see your content, I was like, man, I want to make mine as good as his.
Oh no.
And I had to ask you, did you go to film school? No, 'Cause-
No, man, your stuff's fire too, dude. Like,
yeah,
cool, cool. Like, yeah, I didn't go to school. It's just all like, learning through like critiques, and honestly, man, my wife will like, give me ideas and critique me, like, hey, man, like, why don't you do this, or change this color, or change this clip, like move this clip around, or go try this next time, So like, be humble, be willing to like to let people teach you, right? So don't be like, oh man, like I know, or don't doubt people, and actually take the time to listen and hear them, what they have to say, or what they might want to watch. Because right now, like I'm all about like trying to figure out like what people enjoy to watch, or
right.
how I can make it more enjoyable to watch. Like, because I'll be honest, like my little 6-year-old son would straight up tell me, he'll be like, hey dad, that's boring, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it is boring, so I gotta cut it out. So
Okay.
um just being, I think another advice for viewers or individual that really wants to, start something up similar to this is like, don't be like, like, oh, okay, like this is too much, and I can't do this now. It's too hard work, like editing, like to me, editing is like important. Like don't BS. Like point is like don't BS through it. Like take the time and really um put yourself in it, and be like, hey, and put yourself on the other side too. Like if I were to watch this, would I watch it again, or would I like say, hey, well, this is so cool to watch? Like if it is, then I'll put it out. If it's not, then let me make it better for you guys.
Right, 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 man. Yep, yep. You inspire me, man. So, what do you have planned in the days, months in the future, man, for all
So
your
right,
viewers?
yeah, no, good question. Right now, I'm targeting the white-tailed deer that we have here in Wisconsin. Wisconsin has some of the most quality big bucks, or big deer, that we have here, that called the white-tailed deer, and they're fun to chase. They're some of the smartest animal that I've ever seen, and they challenge you a lot mentally. A lot of people are like, oh, hunting, okay, yeah, like you just bring bow and arrow and you just shoot the animal. I'm like, no, it's not about harvesting the animal, or the meat, or it's not about just shooting animal. It's a lot about the mental game too, because how's your game plan, how are you gonna try to get this animal, or how are you gonna beat this animal to the finish line, because they're smart. And right now, we're chasing the white-tailed deer, and then eventually going to slowly transition to the brown trout for me, and then quickly to the ice fishing. So as soon as we get like hard water, then we're on ice. So I can't wait for that, to put that whitefish. Hopefully this year my brother will take me to do some pike fishing, and crappie through the ice. So that, man, on the ice is it's a whole nother different animal too. Like I know people are like, oh, ice fishing, like okay, but to me, I'm like, oh, it's actually challenging too. It's actually real fun. I mean, once you get in the groove of things, you're like, dang, like ice fishing is a whole nother beast. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like last year was my first full season ice fishing,
Oh yeah.
and man, I'm super excited right now. Like, man,
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm just ready for the water to freeze more and
Uh
snow
huh.
to drop. And man,
Right.
all my weekends, yeah, it's gonna be out. Like out there, chasing fish, fishing, just enjoying Alaska and making content. Man, yeah,
Oh.
sound like you got a lot of stuff coming to us in the future, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm, I'm trying my best to capture all those footage for you guys to watch and enjoy, and so like, I try to make it exciting. I try my best to bring the camera along and make sure I hit record. And there's a lot of screw up too. It's just it is what it is. Just the way content creating is. Like sometimes your SD card will crash, and then you lose all your files, and you got to get back out there and do it again. Like don't complain. Don't be like, oh, my life is over. You got to get back to tomorrow and make it happen. So especially hunting is really challenging because you gotta get a real early and you gotta walk into the woods like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And now that we have snow, it's real cold. So it's all a mental game. You gotta really challenge yourself to say, hey, it's a new novel. Like, I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna stay here until I get it done, or I'm not gonna quit, or I can be real hungry and got nothing to eat, and try to outsmart this animal. So right now, deer hunt, and eventually onto the ice fishing.
Yeah, definitely,
Yep.
man. Definitely. Looking forward to checking out
Yeah, man.
your future content. So yeah, I wanna thank you for your time. I thank you for making time to join me tonight.
Thanks for having me.
It was a pleasure getting to know you, getting
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
know some behind the scenes stuff on how you create your amazing content. Definitely looking forward to seeing some more stuff out of Wisconsin. And in the future,
Absolutely.
maybe if I get the chance to come out there or you get the chance to come out to Alaska, man,
Yes.
let's link up and connect, man.
Absolutely, man. That's on my hit list, man. That's on my
Yeah,
to do for sure. Like making that time to come to Alaska and really enjoy the Alaska experience, man. Like I think about that all the time. Like, man, when I see your fishing pictures or videos, like I'm like, bro, like you got to get me out there too, man. I would love to be out there. Just I'll be that kid. I'll be like a kid just jumping around in the water in my waders, or just like, man, like just yelling in the background. Dude, you're probably gonna like you're like, dude, this dude is weird. Like this
yeah.
Moni is weird, dude.
No,
But I'm that guy. I'm that
no.
guy with like get real excited. I'm like just screaming and like just squeaky voice, like oh my god, so cool. Like that's how I am. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully get to fish with you soon here.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Man, peña Alaska, yeah, babe. Because I don't do any hunting, so I don't transition from fishing to hunting.
Yeah.
I have these 1 to 2 month break between salmon fishing and ice fishing. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's not really legal. Like, oh, I'm just waiting for the water to freeze over,
Yeah.
like to like good conditions, safe conditions. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be out there, man. And yeah, I want to thank you so much, man, for
Yeah.
being a prominent member of the Hmong outdoor YouTube community, among fishing community, man. You inspire others, man. You inspire me, and for that, I'm really proud to be Hmong, man.
Yeah, yeah, same here, man. I just want to mention, I just want to say one last thing too, that I want to thank you for the opportunity. Like, what you're doing here is fire. Like, I think it's straight up paramount. Where, I wouldn't imagine being able to do it myself. So what you're doing here is like, man, it's something so awesome that, I feel like I can feel that my kids or young individuals like, but then the Hmong community or wherever, they can see that and they see this and they're like, hey man, like we're showing support. This guy, man, he's coming up and he's just showing love to everybody else within the community. And so that, at the same time, man, you're truly inspiring me. Like that, I was excited this whole month to like, hey man, like I was telling my wife, my kids, like, hey, I'm gonna get on this little interview with my guy here, man. He's awesome. Go follow him too. So thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for actually opening door here for us. And it's a blessing, man. Like just
Yeah,
being here. I'm honored. I'm like, man, like this is so cool. I wish you could interview me tomorrow. So I would love to
Yeah.
just talk to you for hours right now, man.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. We can nerd out all day. Yeah, definitely. I'll bring you back on another episode in the future. I was thinking that I might just do like a few more guests, and then I'm gonna end the season because I'm gonna be hitting making content hard again. But yeah, definitely,
Yes,
I'll catch up
sir.
with you again in
Yes,
like
sir.
spring or summer. Okay, yeah. Thank you for
Absolutely.
your time and energy. I'm gonna end the live stream tonight. Thank you for your time and energy. Nothing but good health. Okay.
Thanks for having me,
Yeah.
man. Nothing but love from Wisconsin to
Yeah.
you too and your family, man.
You too, man. All right, man. Have a good night, okay?
Have a good night, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey guys, thank you guys for watching us tonight. I wanna like thank again Outdoor Habits for tuning for joining me tonight. It was amazing, man. Like talking to people who inspires other, talking to people who can relate to other, just being positive. That's what this platform is for. I want to build positivity through the community. And our community, it's kind of toxic. It's just not our community, but in the time we live, it's so toxic, so sensitive. I don't want to spend my energy, towards that or waste it on that, man. If it ain't nothing but good health and love, don't bother me, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys have some time. I hope you guys are available. I have back to back live stream show. Tonight was Outdoor Habits from Wisconsin. Tomorrow we are gonna go and stay over and we are gonna get to know JKV Outdoor, guys. So make sure, guys, to tune in tomorrow too. I will post it. I'll be live in 45 minutes, live in 30 minutes. I'll reshare my flyer. But yeah, I got a few more guests after JKV Outdoor, and I will be ending the season. It's been a accomplishment. It's been like a milestone of just being able to do this and having you guys join me on nights on and nights on. Thank you guys. Without you guys, we wouldn't really want to do this, man. Thank you guys for joining us in our live comment. I just want to thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for keeping all of our flame on. But yeah, tomorrow, guys, join us, okay? Join us. We will be headed to Minnesota, man. We gonna get to know JKV Outdoor. He's a fisherman. He's a hunter. He's a realtor. If you're in the market for a house, hit him up, all right? So see you guys tomorrow.